When your district's vendor contract ends, who owns the 3 years of student data sitting in their system? Do you know the answer without looking anything up? Relax, this isn't a trick question designed to embarrass you. Almost nobody knows this answer off the top of their head, which is exactly why it's worth 20 minutes of reading. Most districts assume the contract ending means the data goes away, and that's not what happens by default. Students own their personally identifiable information. Your district is a steward, not an owner. The vendor is a contractor. When you sign a contract that does not explicitly address data ownership, deletion timeline, and permissible uses, default favors the vendor. Their legal team wrote it. It was not written for you. The question is not whether you have a data privacy agreement. Most districts do, or at least they should. The question is what yours actually says. Search the word ownership in your 3 most used vendor contracts right now. What does each say about what happens to student data when you stop paying? What does it say about deletion? What about the vendor's right to use that data to improve their product after you leave? We may use aggregated data to improve services. Sounds reasonable. Applied to 3 years of behavior and demographic data on your students, it's a transfer you didn't mean to authorize. The vendor improves their products, your students are the training set. The contract allowed it because the contract didn't say otherwise. There is a standard that closes these gaps. National Data Privacy Agreement, the NDPA, is a negotiated agreement template maintained by the Student Data Privacy Consortium. It addresses ownership. It requires vendors to use student data only for the educational service that district contracted for, nothing else. And it includes Exhibit D, which governs data destruction. Exhibit D specifies exactly what gets deleted, when, and how the vendor confirms it in writing after the contract ends. Backup copy, sub-processor copy, all of it. If your vendor has an executed NDPA in the SDPC registry, your DPA is already built to the stewardship standards. If it does not, you're flying blind on the chain. Stewards do not have the authority to consent to data use that benefits someone else at the student's expense. A contract without NDPA level protections is not a shield, it's a gap. Open your 3 most used vendor contracts this week. Search for ownership, then go to sdpc.a4l.org. and check whether the vendor has an executed NDPA. If they don't, that's a negotiation you need to have before the next renewal. The standard is already written in the registry as public. You do not have to invent any of this. The next time a vendor renewal lands in your inbox, ask yourself, does this contract include Exhibit D, or are you handing over 3 years of student data with no written plan for what happens to it when the partnership ends? This is Agent FERPA reminding you, ask before you laugh.